y'all, what's up? It's your girl Chrissy. So today we are doing a DIY costume for none other than Meg Thee Stallion, okay? So today we're doing Meg Thee Stallion's Girls in the Hood album cover where she's wearing the pink bandana outfit with the fur. I'm gonna put it right here for y'all. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the materials that you'll need to use. I bought a whole bunch of bandanas from Hobby Lobby. I wasn't sure exactly how many I needed, so I believe I grabbed at least 15. Yeah, I grabbed at least 15 because I wasn't exactly sure how much I was going to use, and I didn't want to have to go back to the store while making this video. So what you'll need for this video, you'll need a pair of your own shorts. These are literally perfect for me, and so you just have to pick the shorts that are perfect for you. And so however you want the shorts to fit you, you can go ahead and accommodate. So I have, of course, this for the pink fur hood. Again, bought it at Hobby Lobby. It was like $3.99 each. I went ahead and bought these rectangle buckles. I'm not sure if you can see exactly. I bought about 4 packs of those. They're all $2.99. I went ahead and bought this silver buckle, even though I hate mixing silver and gold. It's like my pet peeve. But I'm doing it in this video just because I couldn't find this in gold out in the store. I also bought this. It's a marker just so I can make the silver pieces gold. And I also bought this ribbon for the sides to lace up the shorts. I also bought these for the back of it. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to attach this part right here. I believe I'm going to use the buckle just because it's a little cuter, and why not? I also got this because I wasn't sure exactly which color I wanted to use. This is a little bit more sparklier, so I want it to be a little bit more fun. These are the gold rings that she has literally right here. I found the perfect one, so I'm really excited about that. I myself, I wear the bombshell bra from Victoria's Secret. Adds a couple cups. Itty bitty titty community, okay? Like, it's not my fault. It's just what I have to do with. So I bought these. They're bust enhancers, mainly because for this outfit, I mean, it's Meg Thee Stallion. Everyone, she got the yitties, okay? She doesn't eat these, but I do. So I went ahead and bought these. You don't have to buy them if you don't need them. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get right into it and recreate this look. All right, so what I already did off the camera, just to get started, I did already trace my shorts. So I'm gonna start with the shorts today. So I already created the back side of the shorts, very simple. All I did was trace around my original pair of shorts, so I will literally show you guys how to do the front side. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab 2 bandanas. So the first one that you grab will be right sides up. The second one that you grab will be right sides down. And this is just so when you cut it out, you have both sides of it and you don't have the same side. And that's a mistake I made the first time. You're gonna go ahead and grab your pair of jeans. You're gonna grab your pair of shorts. You're gonna go ahead and, like I said, we're tracing the front. So this is the front of the jeans. I'm tracing the front. Grab this, pinch it out, make sure that I have all the material that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down on my fabric. Make sure everything's flat. You're getting the full coverage that you need. I'm gonna take my fabric pencil and go ahead and trace the outline of it. You can grab a marker, whatever your taste is, it doesn't matter as long as it sticks on the fabric. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up. Make sure that you can see your pattern on here. I went ahead, I did mark where the waistband is just because I'm going to add a little bit more because I want them a little high-waisted. We are going to literally create an inch of ease all around that print, every border. This is mainly for beginners just because you can never have too much ease. You can always take away, but you can never add on. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I pinned literally the outline of everything. I'm actually not sure if you can see exactly because my pins are kind of small, but I literally pinned around the border here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the perimeter of my short. All right, so now I have my front and back pieces all cut out. I know y'all are gonna be like, wait sis, those don't like match up. Okay, so the back is supposed to be bigger than your front. I didn't mean to sound bitchy or anything, but you do have to accommodate for your cakes or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin the front and the back sides together so I can start sewing them. I just wanna see the fit.
All right, you guys. So I made my shorts the most complicated I could. I should have stopped right where the crotch area was and the leg began. So when you're making these shorts, go ahead. What I would do is I just sew together the front and the back. I would stop right where the crotch ends. And then what I would do is just take the front and back pieces and just sew the legs together in a U shaped. And so I hope that makes sense. I'm honestly going to cut a lot of the process where I was making the shorts just because I would never advise anyone to make shorts the way I made them. I just made my life a living hell. And going back, I should have cut my bandana material along with my lining. And I don't know why I didn't want to cut my whole design process in half by doing just that.
Y'all, so I did take a little break. The whole purpose of this video is for me to learn through this process and for y'all to not make the same mistakes as I did. So without further ado, let me explain basically what happened with my pants and how you can avoid that. So basically what I did, first let me show you my shorts. This is what they look like right now. Before though, they were pinned together. I sewed them shut, but we're learning. So what I had to do, I seam ripped the middle, and it's still messy because I haven't like sewn it shut yet because I really wanted to show you guys how to avoid that error. So they're not sewn shut, but this is what I had to do. So since they were together, I seam ripped all the way until this point. I know it looks really, really ragged, but this is what it looked like when I sewed together the lining. As you can see, it's not as see-through. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys where I am with the shorts right now. I went ahead and straight stitched the crotch area. I did the most with sewing, and it really did throw off my crotch area, like it's not even. And boom. So this is what I have right now. So the next step that I'm going to do is the waistband. I have this binding tape and I'm just gonna use it for my waistband. I'm gonna do one for the front and one for the back. Separate pieces, they are not going to attach. Besides like the ribbons between, but that's not where we're at right now. What I'm gonna do now is attach my waistband to my waist. So I only grabbed this binding tape. I cut it long enough to accommodate for my waist, and then plus about an inch just so I could have half of an inch for both sides to be able to fold it around and just have a cleaner look on the side that's facing out. So what I'm gonna do is start with pinning this. Like I said, I think I'm only going to attach it about 1/8 of an inch onto my waistband.
So here I'm just showing you guys how I did that top stitch to attach my band to my shorts. What I'm doing now is I'm just going to fold them over and do another top stitch to hold them in place.
The finished product for the waistband. This bandana is going to fray, so I would definitely suggest doing some kind of like finishing stitch on it. I personally, like I said, I am just going to flip it over and do like a really close stitch just to give it that finished look. So last night I just got so tired and I literally just stopped filming and I pushed through to finish the waistband, and I did most of the buckles. So here's my pants so far. I think they're turning out pretty cute. I would say this isn't the best craftsmanship, but I got it done. So I'm happy. I'm honestly happy with the result. I'm gonna show you guys how I did the buckle. So I already did most of them. I only have one more to do, so I'm gonna show you guys on camera. I also, just to make it look more finished, I did do a rolled hem. So all I did was roll it, and I just did a top stitch over it just to give it more of that finished look. I just cut a strip of this ribbon. I cut out 3 inches. I just literally cut out 16 of these just so I could get on a roll. And then I literally attached them. I top stitched over right here. I added the buckle and then I closed it, and then I did another top stitch. So that's kind of how I fasten the buckles together. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that in a second. All right, so what I did to figure out the space in between the buckles, I literally tried it on. I knew that I wanted one at the waist so it wouldn't slouch. And then also I just added one every 3.5 inches. That was for me. So yours might be different, but this is what made me feel the most comfortable. I already have my buckle here. I placed it on my sewing machine just so I can easily grab it. I did go back and forth 4 times. This is where most of the tension's gonna be. So now that I top stitched it, what I'm gonna do is add my buckle. I'm going to place it inside, and the pin that I already have, placed, I'm gonna go ahead, fold my fabric over and repin it. Ow. Okay, so this is basically what it looks like. I only did 1 top stitch. I'm gonna go ahead and do another top stitch on top of the one that I just placed, and then put one about like 1/8 of an inch down. All right, and when I'm done, I have this extra piece hanging out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cut as close to the stitch as I can. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ribbon and you're literally going to tie it as if you were tying a shoelace. So that's what I'm going to run in the bathroom and do really quick to test the fit before I hem the bottom of the shorts. That's the last step that I have. So hopefully in the end I won't have to make that many alterations to the shorts, but I guess we're about to find out. Honestly, y'all, I'm happy. I'm really happy with how the shorts came out. Again, I'm going to just go ahead and fold this over like so, and that's what we're doing. Yeah, this is what they look like right now, and I am pretty pleased. I am not gonna lie, I really am pleased. I have really been doing the absolute most with this, but I'm actually really happy with my results, okay? Like, I've been out of the sewing game for a minute, so I'm actually pretty happy. I'm really happy. All right, y'all, so excuse how funny I look right now, but I did put in those cups that I said I was going to insert. So now what I'm gonna do, we're doing the top. All right, y'all, so I have the cups in. Sorry, I'm like gonna be touching myself. I just wanna make sure that it is in the place that I want it to be. All right, so now that I have that, what you're gonna do is fold the bandana fabric right sides together, just because I am literally going to only cut once. So when I flip it open, it's right sides out, and I have the same exact print. and I'm literally only going to cut once. I'm going to cut this out so I could add in the circle ring, and then I'm going to add in my waistband. So I made sure it's even with me. I lifted it because I realized I wanted more print on that section. So what I'm gonna do is pin this to my shirt. So I'm holding this side. I marked my bust point with my bobby pin. I'm going to adjust again to make sure. I'm literally walking this entire thing because I just want to make sure that I make the right adjustments to it. So I'm gonna dart right here for sure. And I'm actually going to mark off the point where I'm going to be making the dart. So I marked off where I was gonna make the dart on the side for it to fit me better. And now I'm going to walk this dart up and pinch. Pinch all the way to the top. And I'm going somewhat at an angle. Sorry, you can't see, I'm looking at myself. I'm going somewhat at an angle so I can follow the direction of my halter top. So basically it's gonna look like this. I'm going to dart in right here. I'm going to dart at the top here. And once you're done darting, you're gonna go ahead and do your outline. So I'm literally doing this outline. It's a cut twice, so I'm gonna go up just like that. I'm actually going to go over it again because the most frustrating thing is when you lose your dart. So I'm gonna go through with my white marker and literally just line out where my dart is. I just stabbed myself so bad just now. I'm going to go ahead and take this and line all the way to my bust point. And I'm going to show where the dart should end. I just want to show you guys what I did in a better way. So I darted it right here. I darted it up here. I drew out the outline. And then I know that it's stopping right here, but I also have to draw out this outline. So I have the perfect outline. I'm going to make sure that my darts are clearly known. See, and this is why it gives it shape. So I don't know if you can see, but literally from my pen, it already gives it shape. So just make sure that you keep your pins in. I just want to make sure that I have my dart points and I know exactly where they end and where they begin. And I'm clearly, again, going to draw that line more clearly so I can do this correctly. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go back over it with the blue one. I just want to make sure that I don't have to drape again because that was 25 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out. When I cut it out, make sure that you leave that inch ease, so just in case anything happened, you can go ahead and fix that problem. Alright, so I have the outline of it. Again, I can always go back and subtract, but I can never go back and add. Well, I could, but it would just be the death of me. I have my shape. I am okay with the shape, honestly, because I know realistically I'm gonna fold it back to be about right here. So I'm okay with that much of myself showing. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna use a transfer paper and my roller to transfer the print on the other side so I can make sure I get the same action going on. Make sure that you do your darts on the wrong side. I am gonna go ahead and do this off camera. Once I have the darts done, I'm gonna come back. Okay guys, so what I did while the camera was off, I literally pinned one side and I traced it so I could easily just copy my darts on the other side. Really don't want to have to redo all of that because that was a lot. What I did was I basically contoured it to my body. So I easily just placed my darts. So this is on the wrong side of the fabric. You are sewing together this part that I ironed on right here. Always iron your darts down. It just makes it easier when you have to sew it. So right now I'm literally just gonna do a straight stitch all the way down, following the part that I just ironed down. All right, y'all, so I literally just got done sewing it, sewing in the darts. So honestly, I really like the fit of this. I think it's gonna work. I guess we're about to find out. So what I'm gonna do now that I have this shape, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this just so I can start removing fabric. I am going to go in and possibly just trim this up. From here on out, you are just trying to fit it to yourself. So I'm just showing you the steps that I took, but you can go ahead and modify for your body. I'm going to go ahead and trim off some of the areas. I'm gonna add my lining fabric to it and my cup in the middle. And then lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this dip the way I want it. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut. So I just got done cutting the excess. I like the shape here. I'm going to add the binding, the same binding that I did on my short waistband. So I'm literally going to add it right here. I'm gonna cut, and then I'm going to release and add that circle. It is going to shift how it fits, but these circles are pretty small, so hopefully it doesn't shift that much. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do the same exact method that I used on my pants, so that's why I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm literally going to leave it to where it's long, and then I can just use my buckle, and I'm gonna go ahead and sew that on as well. And I'm doing the halter top last. All right, y'all. So I have my top. I'm gonna just walk through how I constructed this really fast. After I attached the waistband, I went ahead and attached my buckle, and this is for the fasten in the back. I literally just folded it over and then top stitched it. Nothing crazy. I just wanted it to be really simple. Before you cut the band, just make sure that it fits you plus some, because especially if you're adding a fastener like this, to be able to collapse and actually be able to fasten it to myself. So after I did the waistband, I went ahead and cut this in half, which was actually really scary because I've never done something like this. I've never done any of what I just showed you guys, by the way. This is literally me just like doing it. When I did my band, I left the closed side at the bottom and I stitched the top half of it. As you can see here, it's still open. So because it was open, I was able to slip this part in the middle. So I opened it, I literally just inserted it, and then that's what it looked like on the outside. And I literally top stitched all the way around the ring, and that's how I got this. It's honestly not the best craftsmanship. After I finished the band, I went ahead and inserted the lining. So I literally just traced out everything, and I just used my fabric that I showed you before, and I top stitched all the way around. And then I left the bottom half open. Once I was done top stitching everything, I went ahead and inserted the cup, and then I literally just top stitched the bottom like so. I kind of wanted to do like a double stitch on here, and that's what I did in the front. Right now, the only part that I have to do is the attachment for the halter around here. I already measured my neck, so I know that I need about like this much to finish it. All right, so I went ahead and did it just so you guys could see. So all I did was cut a little piece of binding tape. I put it in the middle of the fabric, make sure that the right side's on the outside, and I'm literally going to top stitch underneath and then top stitch, and that's gonna be my halter. All right, y'all, so this is what my top turned out to be. The only thing that I'm a little bit nervous about is like a little nip slip. I didn't accommodate where I was ending and where I was beginning, and especially since I added this buckle, it did go out a little bit and I didn't accommodate for that. So if I were y'all, I would definitely give that a thought before you start your drafting. I would definitely just go ahead and add like an extra inch, and I'm so glad I did that. I had to use my inch of ease, so I don't know where exactly it went, but this is how my outfit turned out. And here's the back. So ignore the hair clip. The silver piece is obviously gonna stay. So since it's a slicker material, it keeps letting out in the back. If anyone has any like tips or tricks for me, I would greatly appreciate it. I grabbed my hood, folded it in half like we did with the shorts. I'm going to pin it off camera. I'm going to cut it. Make sure that you leave your 1 inch of ease. I only left the inch of ease right here just so I could connect the two together. I finished my hood. Instead of doing the lining, I saw in her picture that she actually has the print on both sides, so I did that too. I'm gonna that were wrong sides together. These two boas on top of each other on the hood. So I'm going to start here, literally at the very end. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally going to use my needle and I'm going to thread one by one all the way around until it's done. All right, you guys, it's been a long and unforgettable journey, but I finished my hot girl hood. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, put it on so you guys can see how it turned out. I just put on the whole outfit. It is so cute, y'all, but this is it from the side. Loki did that. So this is my hood. I'm gonna go ahead, get in the shower, do my hair, come back with some makeup and my hair done with the outfit on, and it's about to be a wrap. I just want to thank you guys all so much. Everyone that has clicked this video. It is my first YouTube video, so I am completely open to all of the feedback that you guys have for me. And I kind of honestly want to say like a little disclosure moment, just because I don't want people to think I'm a professional, or I don't want people to think that I think I'm a professional. I know I'm not. Literally my first time sewing was in my fashion design program that I'm in now. So I'm literally just trying to use the tools and resources that I'm learning in school, and I'm trying to applicate it to things that I actually would enjoy, because a lot of school projects are chores, honestly. So I just wanted to create this channel for me to express myself creatively and honestly, of course, improve my sewing skills as well. So that's honestly why I'm here. That's honestly why I made this channel. If you or anyone that knows exactly what you're doing, if you saw me do anything wrong, if you have any tips and tricks, I am completely open to it. So go ahead, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button for me, please, because I'm going to do my best to give you guys content every week. I know that this was my first rodeo. I didn't hit my deadline. My deadline was today, but honestly, I've had like a huge learning curve. So yeah, I'm really excited for this journey. If you've made it through this far, I really appreciate you. If not, that's okay. And that's about all I have. So I'll go ahead and see y'all next week. Bye.